So I think it's very important for you to worship the Adi Shakti and the Adi Kundalini. Is absolutely without understanding, absolutely you cannot understand how you have become a saint. When you will know within yourself you have got all these centers. And these centers have to be awakened through the awakening of the Kundalini, and that the Kundalini expresses herself through your fingertips. Unless and until you fully identify with this knowledge, there's always a possibility that you will deviate from the path of your perfection. Many people who come to Sahaja Yoga, I have seen, they meet some Sahaja Yogis who are halfway, and because they are mental, they start arguing, how is it this is this way, how is it is this way. How is it he's a Sahaja Yogi, he behaves like that. There are so many ways of people relating to the power of the divine. I have told you in the beginning that God felt lonely, and that's why he created this Adi Shakti, and through her the whole universe was created. But also true that as you are seeking, also the divine is seeking you. Also that your seeking is absolutely awarded if you understand the simple thing about divine. That it is the one that has given you intelligence. It is the one that has given you wisdom. It is the one which has given you whatever you have, as you are singing, that whatever we have is given by you. If that is the case, that all that you have is given by your Kundalini, by this mother power of your Kundalini, then it's very important to understand what is the need of keeping her happy and her satisfaction. You must try to see what makes her happy. As I said, there's a relationship between the realized souls and the divine. The divine is happy when you are happy. Or we can say, when the divine makes you happy and you are happy, then the divine is happy. It's such a relationship. And it's so close, it's so close. We can say as the sun has sun's rays, or the moon has its own moonlight. It is so close, it's so ingrained, so much built in. And that should give you full control over yourself and over your development. They describe it in various ways, that you must surrender. Now, one surrenders, of course, with fear. If somebody comes with a sword and says, all right, you surrender, you may. But as soon as that person will disappear, you will take out another sword and cut his throat. That surrender has no meaning. That surrender is a surrender which is just forced onto you. All such surrenders have been creating problems because it has a reaction. But your surrender to divine is extremely joy-giving. Like a salt which dissolves into the sea automatically, into the water automatically. That soluble nature is really joy-giving. If you can just feel that within yourself that you are one with the divine, you are dissolved in the ocean of the divine. And then what takes your form is nothing but extreme love, compassion, and as a result, extreme joy. Many people tell me that, Mother, it's very difficult to forgive someone. But I think it's very horrible not to forgive someone. There's a great joy in forgiving. Very great joy in forgiving. And as soon as you forgive, the divine takes over. And divine will look after. Nobody can disturb you. But first you must surrender to the divine. That is what is forgiveness. Just don't bother yourself as to punish somebody or to do something against somebody. The divine takes over from you and does whatever is needed. And in such a beautiful manner that it is worth seeing how it works. Adi Shakti's power, this divine, is described in every religion. Say in Islam called Ruh, in the Bible is called as all-pervading power. It's called as Alak, that is which cannot be seen. Niranjana, the one which is beyond any attachment sort of thing. All these words are used for this divine power. People have heard about it, people have sung about it. But unfortunately, very few people felt it. And when they felt it, they didn't know how to give it to others, how to make others feel it. So whatever they talked became sort of a story or something nonsensical. Nobody could believe that they have felt anything like that or could imagine that there is such a power really exists. Now, luckily, it has become quite a universal fact for all of you that you know there is this power. You are sure about this power because you can feel it within yourself. And when you feel it, you feel very joyous. You can make out whether somebody is telling you the truth or not, because you can see on the vibrations, on this, I should say the power of Adi Shakti. She tells you the truth. If somebody has done some harm to you, for example, now you may say that, Mother, if you forgive that person, then it's not the truth because he has definitely harmed, and if I forgive, that means I accept that he has not harmed me. This kind of argument is possible. Now you will see, you will be surprised that you forgive that person because the truth is whether you forgive or you don't forgive, you don't do anything. That's the truth. So out of compassion, if you forgive someone, compassion becomes the truth. It's the compassion that tells you the truth. So all the absolute truth that you know is through the compassion of the divine power. Maybe sometimes people say we saw the vibrations, Mother, and we felt this way, and still it happened. It makes no difference. Whatever has happened, doesn't matter. You have felt the vibrations, and you asked the vibrations, and you acted upon the vibrations, that's all. Whether it turned out to be that way or not is different. Because it had to be the other way around. Some drama is going on. It's the Chidvilas, is the enjoyment of the Chitta of the divine. So, it's a play going on. If you can see that play, then you don't get disturbed. It's a play. How it works, how it is organized, is not your headache. You just have to see the play of the divine, how it works out. We have seen now, all of you, which you call as miracles have happened. Mother, this miracle has happened, that miracle has happened, and I know is all the miracle of the divine. Despite that, our faith in the divine is not so much enlightened faith. When you have the enlightened faith, you don't worry about things which are very important in life. It works out well and good. If it doesn't work out, well and good. It should not be assumed that once you are a realized soul, that the whole world can fall at your feet. Not necessarily. It's a play. It's a beautiful enjoyment of the attention of the Adishakti. So if you can become the witness, if you can really become the witness of the whole thing, then what happens? You go spiritually much closer. I should say you get dissolved into the divine power. That dissolution has to take place. That's why today's puja is very important for you. Because if it was not Adi Shakti who had taken an incarnation, this work could not have been done. This could not have been done. Because it had to be something that would encompass all the angularities of this human life, all the aspects of this human life. It had to be such an incarnation that could absolutely see human being as a whole, not only his physical self, mental self, emotional self, or his particular ideologies, or his particular domination. No, as a whole, as a human being. And human being, as I told you, is all inside. All of them are just the same. Some are more sensitive and seeking genuinely. Some are not seeking genuinely, and some are not seeking at all. But the seeking also is given to you by Adishakti. So you have to worship, and is the best way to please your own Kundalini, your own mother who has given you this birth. May God bless you.